Hello and welcome back to the Clean My Space channel. My name is Melissa Maker and I'm an accidental cleaning expert, which means I hate cleaning, but I have found the most efficient and effective ways to get the job done right the first time. And in this video, we're gonna clean my grimy laptop. Now, I happen to have a MacBook Air, but this will work essentially for any laptop brand or model that you have because the techniques, the products, the tools, they're all the same. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to the Clean My Space channel, and quick poll in the comments down below, are you a Mac user or a PC user? Me, Mac. Job one is to turn your computer off. There's a difference between off and sleep. You want to power this down because if your computer is on, you can potentially cause damage during the cleaning process. So the way I start cleaning my keyboards first is I use a dry cleaning toothbrush. This is a soft bristle brush, totally dentist approved, not for my teeth. And whenever I do any cleaning of my keyboard, I always hold it on an angle like this because I kind of want the stuff to fall down and out. I don't want to push it in, and I work very gently, and I kind of go from one side all the way over to the other. And you can start to see that everything loosens up and starts to fall down. And I don't go directly to compressed air because so much can come out by using just this method. And it also allows me to get into those cracks and crevices right at the base of the keyboard without actually having to pop the keys out. And I find sometimes compressed air can't do that. Just tapping it off there at the bottom. And now I'm just going to get this tiny crevice in here, and I'm avoiding touching the screen with the toothbrush. Now I'm going to use the can of compressed air, and I'm not going to point it directly at the keyboard. Rather, I'm going to try and graze over the keys like so. Don't forget the trackpad. You can quickly just brush it the exact same way as we did with the keyboard. I always find it gets a little grainy in there. And then if needed, why not? We're here. I'm going to use a bit of compressed air to do the same thing. Everyone has their own opinion about what you should do re-cleaning the ports. I'm just going to use a cleaning toothbrush, give it a really gentle sweep just to brush out any of the dust. And then I'm going to go over the area again, not directly, but on an off angle with my compressed air, just to shoot any of the extra schmutz out of there. Done. Since you've spent enough money on your laptop, I'm going to save you some money, and you can just make your own screen cleaner by simply mixing equal parts water and rubbing alcohol into a spray bottle. And I'm not going to mix up very much because I don't anticipate using very much. This is our prop bottle of rubbing alcohol, but trust me, it is rubbing alcohol. There we go. That's about even. The rubbing alcohol helps everything dry quickly. It also helps to remove any grease or oil, but it is safe to use. Now, a quick note, whenever you're using a cleaning product on your electronic devices, you always want to use it directly onto your cloth and never onto your screen. You really want to avoid moisture getting anywhere on your electronic items, but you knew that already. Now, just a quick note here about the microfiber cloth that I'm using. This is a glass and electronics cloth. It's available at Makers Clean. You can visit our website, makersclean.com. I've got a link for you down below. I believe they're on sale right now, so you can go check that out. But the reason I love this for cleaning screens is because of the weave. The weave is flat. It's also called a flat weave, and it cannot pick up any debris. So it's the right cloth to use when you're cleaning an electronic item like a screen, because it means no scratching, but also when you're cleaning a keyboard because it means any debris cannot be picked up from the cloth and then deposited into the keyboard. Okay, now that we have Cloth Science 101, let's get back to the cleaning. So I always say you want to spray away from the electronic item. It's a little rhyme. And when you're spraying, if you want kind of a benchmark for how much product to use, it should feel like a really wet sneeze on the cloth. So you can kind of test it on the back of your hand. Yep, someone sneezed there. And I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down using what I call the S pattern. cleaning off any of that buildup. So what I notice on my screen whenever I look at my keyboard while it's turned off is sort of a grid reflection of the keyboard. And that's because I like to moisturize my hands and because my hands are greasy. All of our hands have natural oils in them. And that's what you see transferred. Now, if you look at my cloth, you'll see there's just a little bit of dirt there. And if you look at the screen, you'll see it's perfectly dry thanks to the water and rubbing alcohol. And the way that I can check and make sure that there's nothing left behind is by simply moving it around, catching the light, and seeing if there's anything residual. Oh, one other little tip I can give you, and you'll see the cloth is almost dry now. Just give your little camera a quick clean. Works really well on your cell phones to make you look better. Well, when you're on a video call, same effect. Now we're gonna clean the keyboard and the trackpad. And just a quick note, this is a newer MacBook. You'll notice that if I press a button or the trackpad, the computer is gonna turn on, even though I have powered it down. That's okay. We don't want it on when we're using the brush or the compressed air, or if you risk it and use a vacuum, you definitely want it powered down. This is okay. It's ideal if it's turned off, but we can't make everything happen all the time. So this applies for both PCs and Macs. You might just have yours activated at the touch of a button. We'll deal. You're gonna use the same flat weave microfiber cloth and the same solution, equal parts rubbing alcohol and water, same amount, so just sort of a damp sneeze, you know. I always tap it off on the back of my hand just to check. And I'm gonna fold the cloth up just a little bit more here, and I'm gonna brush it. Now, I will admit, this is a fairly new laptop, so it's not as disgusting as the one that I just sent back. And also the keys are black. If you have white keys or a fairly dirty keyboard, you're gonna need to spend some time kind of quote unquote scrubbing with your cloth. It will take a bit of elbow grease, but this solution, this cloth, will get the dirt off. So I'm just gonna start at the top and work my way down. Hello, there we go. There's that famous chime. And the reason this is important is because, like I said, that finger grease builds up, and that is what ends up making your keyboard look grimy and your screen, of course, look grimy as well. Now, if you want, you can sort of flip your cloth over and use a separate section. And you'll notice there's no moisture left behind when I'm wiping, which means I'm using the right amount of solution. Now, following that, I'm just gonna do the body, the exterior of the keyboard. And I'm gonna finish off by doing the trackpad. Now, if this area here, this sort of sunken in area between the base and the keyboard, had some built up dirt, I could just sort of use the cloth and my finger or fingernail. You can also use a cotton swab to do this and kind of wipe in here. And if you noticed, oh, there's like a coffee spill or jam or something like that, you can also use a cotton swab sprayed with this solution to quickly erase out that mess. And for the finishing touch, we can clean the exterior. Should come as no surprise to you at this point. We're gonna use the same tool, the same product, and the same technique. Just gonna quickly do an S pattern to wipe it down. Nice and shiny. I love this color. Let me know in the comments below if you have a MacBook what your favorite color is for them. And that's it. I mean, listen, pretty quick, pretty easy. I think the biggest thing is just remembering to do it. So now you have no excuses. You know how to clean that laptop and you know it takes next to no time. Just a quick reminder that these glass and electronics cloths are currently available at makersclean.com. Got a link for you down below, and like I said, they may be on sale, so go check that out. That brings me to this week's comment question, which is, are you a laptop, desktop, or tablet user? What is your preference? I've been working on a laptop solely since 2016, and I just don't think I can go back to a desktop. I love using a tablet during my downtime, but I work on my laptop, and Chad only uses a desktop. He uses a laptop if he's absolutely desperate. But I'd love to know how you do it in the comments down below. If you all of a sudden feel inspired to clean your office because you started by cleaning your laptop, I got a video for that. You can check out this video where I clean Chad's office right over here. Got a couple more ways for you to support the Clean My Space channel. Of course, you can do so by subscribing, and you can visit makersclean.com where we sell all of our premium cleaning tools and more. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.